Mr. Wealth Answer here, guys. In today's video, we are going to do a QP update. We're going to talk about QP, what's going on with QP, and then I'm going to share with you guys a QP notification that was sent in their Telegram. We're going to read it and we're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about it. I'll give you my thoughts on it. And then the very last thing I'm going to do is share with you a final thought on something that I've kind of discovered in this space, which is very, very scary, but at the same time, it can go for any project, any online or offline project, but it's just so prevalent in this space just because of KYC. People becoming anonymous and they're coming up with all these projects. So when they leave, there's like no accountability. And I think that's a major issue with a lot of these projects and platforms, in my opinion. All right, nevertheless, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you how to manage your money or what to do. I'm just sharing my journey, and I'm also sharing with you education and information in this space that I'm coming to discover, and of course my thoughts and opinions on a lot of these topic matters. So if you guys like the content, don't hesitate to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell. All right, so before we go on and we read the QP notification, I'm gonna quickly go to CCBot. We're gonna pull out some money there. It is one of the projects, one of my very few projects that I've added this year, and we're gonna see if this one can play like QP, if it can go a year because of the way their payment structure is structured. The way I see it, guys, is if you're gonna make money in the space, jump on projects early. If possible, try to build a relationship with the project owner. At least you have a higher probability of pulling out your funds. But the most important thing you gotta notice is, man, a lot of these projects don't release it. Real or not, I'll be honest, real or not, it seems like there's just so much that can come across our paths that we don't have control over, even when you're running a legitimate project. So the only thing I can say is, the best thing I can say is, guys, don't put in what you're not willing to lose, and just have a strategy for yourself to safeguard and mitigate your risk and maximize your profits, whatever that strategy is. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to put together for myself, just doing these experiments, right? So anyways, let's get into CCBot. Let's pull out some funds from there and let's see how quickly that comes into my wallet. It's one of the projects that I like because it's just very simple and it's not a lot of money, I'll be honest, a couple of $50 a day or whatever it is, but we are making money. And then I think slow and steady projects over time seem to be, for me, in my opinion, is where I am winning. So I think I might have to look at projects like that in order to recoup my loss, but it will take longer. But heck, I'd rather it take longer than keep investing into a lot of these other projects and they seem to run within a 2-week span or a 1-month span, right? Anyways, I'm talking a lot. Let's jump into CCBot. Let's pull that money and then we'll talk about QP in a second. All right, guys, so I'm in CCBot, so I'm gonna do this very, very quickly. We have $100 that has come into profit, and I'm gonna cash it out. So far we have 2,500 invested in here. I've cashed out 457. It's gonna be 557 soon. 550 is what we've earned so far. So I've gotten about, let's say 20% of the funds back in profit. So let's go to withdraw. And we are going to make sure that's highlighted, yes, and we're going to put in the money here, request, and then we're going to put the 2FA code and confirm. Okay, and so the funds have been cashed out. So I'm just going to check the Qcoin. So I'm going to just see if the funds have come in, or let's see how long it takes to come in. All right, so as you can see here, we have $100 that just came in. It took like less than a minute. So from 4:15 to 5:15. That's it for this part of the video. Now let's jump in back into QP. Let's go to the Telegram channel and let's read what that's all about. All right, so we're on the QP official channel. We're gonna read the latest notice that was sent today at 8:05 a.m. and let's see what this is about. All right, so QP support AI. Dear investors, it is so sad to bring to your notice that QP.ai has stopped working due to the DDoS attack on domain experiences that affect our withdrawal log and company compromised all activities in the site. How to recover lost funds invested in QP.ai worldwide. It says use this trace link. So they have a link here for us to click on. And so you'll click this link and it says to sign up with the affiliate domain using the same email as QP.ai. So they're saying to go and click this link first, enter the same email that you had in your previous account on QP.ai on this account. So they have QP-AI.online. So it looks like a whole new website. It says provide a history of your investment funds in QP AI in this format to the support email. All right, so they're saying to send an email to the new QP-AI online here. They want to know how much money you had in the account, active deposit, your earnings, pending withdrawal, and your user ID. Okay, so there's a problem with this. The problem is if you guys don't have your website up anymore, there's some people that are not on the QP site every day. So when they went down, like me, I have no idea how much I made that day. And I don't know how much my balance is. I can't even tell you. Like there's, unless there's a financial report that's sent out every day to tell me what my balance is in my account, I don't know. So what about users that actually have no idea how to answer this? And also, how do you verify how much that active deposit is? What if I say it's $10,000 but I actually have only 300? Are you gonna transfer the balance? Does that make sense? Like if I am inaccurate with the balance, does that mean you're not gonna transfer the money? What if I have maybe 5,000 but I said my active deposit is 4,500, I'm short 500? Does that mean you guys take the 500 and you don't give back the full balance? This makes no sense. I think what they will need to do is ask, what is the user ID or account ID or email that you use to set up the account? And then they got to trace that back and say, okay, based on your account, because we have access to that or we can see it, this is how much we're going to allocate to your new account. So that would make sense to me. But to say I have to come up with active deposit earning, like it's not my fault that the site went down. So as a company, aren't you supposed to keep a log of your investment and your portfolio and your client information and keep it safe? That's your responsibility. It's part of why people put their trust into this platform, to make sure that you have those covered. But even if something happens, why is it on us now to come up with how much money we need? Okay, let's just say, for example, you know your balance, you know how much earnings you have, because it's hard, because every day it's different every day. So if you didn't look that day or the day before and the site went down, how do you know how much your balance is? I don't. Me personally, I really don't. I just know it's 300 and something. So now I have to go back to my website and calculate all our earnings. Like, it's a lot of work. Does it make sense? I don't know. Anyways, so let's just assume you have that on that information. For me, it's a lot of work. So I now have to go back in and see how much I've made, my earnings. I don't even know if they give statements because you don't have access to the website. So it's a tough call here. But let's assume you guys have the information. Let's continue to read. It says log in now to your new account here. So they have a totally new website, and initiate your deposit of $100 USD to activate your account and recover back up funds. So every time I see this, guys, it's the classic exit scam. It's like, let's see how much money we can get out of you before we finally leave. And I bet you when you put your money in, that extra $100, yes, they will bring your balance back, right? But now they're gonna come up with another excuse. So maybe you have a withdrawal fee, maybe taxes, maybe something of that nature. Guys, I've seen this over and over again, and I've had that happen to me a lot. Actually once, after I learned that one time, never again. So any project that asks me to put money back in to the project and hasn't paid me back my other amount of money, I'm kind of very iffy. Now, some of you guys have been in QP. If you're watching, some people have been in from the beginning. So they're like in the plus. They've made money. They've gotten back their principal plus more. So someone like that might be like, okay, let me put the 100. Let me see. I have that amount. I'm already in the profit. So if I put in $100, I'm willing to lose that because I've already made money. Now, if you're in that position, I get it. It makes sense. But for someone who just put money in and they're telling you to put more money in, they haven't honored your original money, I think you should kind of rethink that. Another thing you have to consider too is, what if it happens again? What if this website now gets hacked again? What parameters are they putting in place to protect our funds? So if you're putting the money back in, well, what's the guarantee I'm gonna not have a DDoS attack again the next day? And then you create a third website. Well, you guys have to put in further deposit. You get what I'm trying to say, guys? The cycle continues. So for me, I'm out. I think I'm out. Whatever is left in QP, for me, it's now a loss. I'm going on to the next project. I'd rather go into a newer project, to be honest with you. That for me has lower risk. It's still risky on both fronts, but I'd rather join a new project like CCBot or Q12 Dividend or something else. I'd rather join something new and take that risk than to continue to hope that QP is gonna come back up and running. Hey, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and it could go up and running and soar and continue like it always has. But when they ask you to put more money in and they haven't even addressed how they have resolved the other problem, and they are asking you to give your account information, data that they're supposed to know because it's their company, but they're asking me to provide it, then for me it's a red flag. Like, this company, I have a feeling either somebody else is running it, the original people have taken the money, maybe somebody has hacked this account, created a new website to see if they can cipher more money. There's just so many variables. So for me, I'd rather just say, hey, let me just go to the next project, put the funds in there, and let me try to recoup my loss quickly over time. And hopefully it's a project like QP that lasts for a year, where I can make 2, 3, 4 times my money, and then I'm out. That's just my personal opinion, guys. That's just my thoughts, me personally. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I just question everything now in this space, just because just everything's possible. And we don't even know. It's just like you're left to imagine, use your imagination to conjure up whatever you want to believe. So when I see stuff like this, I've never seen a company, name me one, anybody, name me one company that has gone through a process like this, a DDoS attack, some type of big issue, Saints created a second website, get you to put more money in, and they are still alive today to tell the story. I don't even think there's one. And if there is one, it's either so private no one knows about it, or it's just non-existent. My humble opinion, just my opinion. I'm done with this. I don't think, actually, you know what? Let me finish reading. Let me finish reading. It says, log into your new account, initiate your deposit of $100. Okay, we read that. After which you are to deposit 20% of your balance to validate your address. Yo. Oh my god, that gave me a tickle, guys. Oh, I was not expecting that. I didn't even read this fully until now, but my god. Sorry. Oh Jesus. Have mercy on us. This is funny, bro. Let me get this straight. Yeah, millions of dollars in your company. Millions of dollars from hundreds of thousands of investors, right? You've lost. Let's assume we don't even know if the money is lost, right? You've been attacked. DDoS. You haven't even addressed that. Where's our money? Where's our original money? Tell me where that is first, please. Tell me. Answer that. Answer how you're gonna protect our funds moving forward. You haven't even addressed that. I've made another website, guys. Hey, look, we just got attacked by the big bad wolf, and that big bad wolf, messed that website. We don't even know your user ID. We don't know your name. We don't have that information. You provide it for us. You do the work. You go into your emails. You do all that calculation. Give us that information. If they don't have that information, that's a big red flag. But anyways, we don't have that information. Come. Give it to us. Okay, we got that. Oh, wait. Let's go to this website. Go to this website. It's not the same website. It just has a hyphen and another hyphen and another dot. Go to that website. Yeah, okay, great. Open up an account and then put more money in there, $100. You have to put a minimum of $100. And then once you do that, you have to put 20% of your account balance. 20%. So hey, if you claim you have $12,000 in there, we're gonna believe you. We'll believe you. Yeah, we will give you and credit you back $12,000. Yes, that's how it's gonna work. But you're gonna have to put 20% into there. It's a beautiful deal. Give us $4,000, we'll give you back $12,000 to get your account back and up and running. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Run away from this. It makes no sense to me. That gave me a laugh. Sorry, y'all. I did not mean to laugh like that, but it was just an honest reaction to this craziness here. It says also send your wallet address, which you will use in the recovery of your funds too. So you have to send your wallet address there as well, with your desired wallet address to receive your funds recovery. Only serious investors should contact the support email here to make your recovery from affiliate website here. So I'm just curious what this website looks like. So let's just click it. Okay, so you can see that they created this exact same interface here, the exact same QP, and they put the funds over here. And let's say if you go log in, what would happen? So let's say get started. So it looks like it's the exact same website. Guys, I mean, it's up to you. It's your prerogative. I only had, I think, $350, $400 left in there. I think $361. So technically, if I wanted to get back into it, for me, it's low risk. 20%, let's say $400. 20% is $80, right? Put $80 in there, and they will kind of get my account back active, right? If I put $80, but the minimum is $100. So I have to put a minimum of $100 to activate my account and recover back my funds. But then I have to also deposit 20% of the balance to validate my wallet address. And that makes absolutely no sense. Why I have to put money in to validate an address, as if they're the ones that are giving me the address. Like, when do you ever have to give money to validate an address? Usually validation of addresses are either through a 2FA code, it's through an email code, it's through your KYC as like an ID or some sort of verification process to ensure that that wallet is valid and it's used by an actual human being. That's what a verification process is. You don't send money to a wallet to verify that the wallet exists. Like, it's just so many red flags here, guys. I myself, I'm out. I am not putting no more money into that. I'd rather put that $100 into CCBot. In my opinion, I'd rather do that. I put $2,500 in CCBot. I've already recovered $500 from that. I'm gonna just allow that program to run. Find another project that is new, put your funds in there. I don't know if you guys, if you're gonna put more money into a failing project, in my humble opinion, I just feel find something else to put your funds in, or leave the space altogether, in my opinion. But you are entitled to do whatever it is you want with your money. And forgive me, guys, I haven't even talked about what I really wanted to talk about. So let's talk about that before we end this video. So let's get into it. Okay, so look, in my humble opinion, if you're gonna play this game, let's just assume you know every project is eventually gonna run. Let's just make a spade a spade. Like, let's not pretend all projects are gonna go for years, because the ones that are actually legitimate that go for years are really private. And I've been doing a lot of research, guys, and I'm piling up a lot of projects to bring on this channel that are real, that have gone through KYC, that are regulated, right? Some projects will be available to some and not others. Other projects, they're regulated by the regulators, and some of them, the yield is not as high as some of these projects, but they're still giving out good returns. So those projects are coming in this channel, and I will be presenting that. But for those that understand, like the higher yield ones, these type of ones, the ones that are come and go, mom and pop type of shops, type of projects, just understand this. As soon as you see any type of rug pull type of red flags, in my humble opinion, run. Don't put any extra money in. Don't do any of that. If you're gonna do that and put extra money in because you want to recoup the loss of your other one, in my humble opinion, what I've learned in my experience is most likely you're gonna lose that money too. So it is better, because I've done that. I've done that with automated trade? No, there was another company that did something similar. They had an app, a very big company last year. They created an app. They made us put more money in the app, and I got no more money out of it, to be honest. I put more money, I didn't get money out of it. So I'm speaking from experience here. And then there's other projects that did the same thing. And there's even Hyperverse. Hyperverse has changed 10 times, and it's so hard to get money out of that system. It's just ridiculous. So anytime I see this, in my humble opinion, I would say take that fund, find a project that just started that has a smaller rate of return that you can kind of pull out over time, and then just start with that project. It's still a risk. Either way, it's a risk. You still have a chance to lose money on both fronts, but there's a higher probability you won't get your money back, especially a project that got attacked. ITP did the same thing, right? They did the same thing. They're asking people to create a new account and put more money in. As a matter of fact, they told people that they're going to recover their account, and they did that. They recovered your account, put your money in, but now when you're withdrawing, they're saying they want taxes. And those are all red flags to say they need more liquidity, they want more money. It's like you're taking money to give out, but they have to keep some of it in order to pay other people so that the house of cards don't come tumbling down. And that's just my opinion. So if you know the game and you see the game, you guys know they're gonna run. Either stay out of it, join my VIP group where we have legitimate trading and legitimate deals we're making with traders right now as I speak. We're creating some Pamm accounts and bot accounts for ourselves. You can come and join a group like that. We'll pool our money or resources together, get a legitimate thing going, and we all will be making money slowly. Join something like that. But if you're looking for like these type of things and you don't have the money to invest in private programs and private groups and stuff, I get it. That's fine. Use your money, take the risk, and invest in projects like this. I recommend something like CCBot or Q12 that just started, and something like that, the returns are kind of nominal, so you could kind of recoup your funds. Even 1% a day is kind of high in the finance world, to be honest. In the DeFi space world is really low, but I find the higher the return, the more probability the project has a shorter lifespan. The slower the ROI, the longer it goes for. And that's why I think Quopi did such a good job for a while. Now they're at this crossroad, and in my humble opinion, stay out. The last thing I want to share, because I've gone so long in this video, is this. I just think if a project either has a actual project going on or they don't have a project going on, it's still in their best interest to take your money. I think if, let's say they have an actual bot, Quopi has an actual bot, let's just assume they accumulated $100 million in a year for investors all over the world. I personally think that it will be in their best interest to just disappear and then continue to use the money to either create a new project, or they're probably going to use the money to continue to trade with the bot. The bot is the asset and it's in their hands. They have control over it, not you, not me. So if they decide to go, they can go with their money, plus they go with an asset. At least if you're gonna leave and then leave us with the asset, right? So we can make our money, but nope, it's not what they do. They take both. And so I've learned that even when the project is real and they have a good structure and money going, if the person is not full of integrity, if you don't know who you're doing business with, if there's not a KYC done, then the problem is you have a high probability that they will disappear. When they disappear, you don't have recourse and there's no accountability that was set up. So there's nothing much that you really can do. And then you're gonna waste more time and more money hiring people, going to the police and all that. It just doesn't make sense. The police can't really do anything. And you're just using taxpayers' dollars to do something that you should have done your own due diligence prior. So if you know you're going to invest and you know these things happen quite frequently, I urge you to just reconsider your investment strategy. Maybe this space is not the best thing for you. There's a lot of offline projects available. There's affiliate marketing you can do, invest in a course. You maybe want to invest in a drop shipping or Amazon FBA or an Amazon store, or just so many things you could put your money into that you could learn, and over time create something for yourself that has a stronger foundation for you and it's in your control, as opposed to kind of gambling on these projects. Now, why do we do it? We understand the game, and we are making money out of it. I don't lie, I do make money. I've lost money though, lost more than I've gained, but I've made money, but I'm figuring it out. And so as I'm figuring it out, of course here I'm sharing it, but I'm also figuring it out in a way where I know how to kind of make money from it, and then later on I will show and share it here on this channel. But at the same time, I understand in the process I'm gonna lose a lot of money, sort of like what Quopi just did. And so one of the things I realized, that the funds that I did put into Quopi were profits from another platform. So I did make money out of Quopi. I did get back the funds I put in there, but the funds I put in there wasn't an original principal, it was profits. And so that is a good strategy I realized, is get into long play projects, take the money out, put it into other long play projects, and then take that money out and then put into other long play projects and try to roll it as long as you can, and it will compound, it will grow. So rather than compound into one single platform, rather than compound into Quopi, take the profits from Quopi and compound into other projects. The other projects leave, at least you're taking profits and you're diversifying. That's what I find is working for me personally. But we'll continue to test this theory and we'll continue to do this experiment and see how it's going to pan out in a year from now. Well, literally probably another 9 to 10 months. We're gonna see how we have performed. All right, guys, I said a lot in this video. It's a very interesting one. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.